Yeah, so yeah, done with my introduction. Okay, so we'll discuss what we are going to have as a SAP MM consultant, what you're supposed to do and what it is required to learn on SAP MM, because the subject being very vast. Okay, you have two different books for certification exams. Okay, that all I have clubbed together and I have arranged in a sequential manner. So whereas you have said that you have completed your supply chain management, right? So no matter which book you take, you'll be able to understand, because the SAP books from Germany speaks about the supply chain management terminology. Okay. So if you understand the supply chain management terminology, you can easily refer those books. Okay. Even though if you don't understand, my subject will, so my my course contents will actually run you through the insight of, if you don't have even the knowledge of supply chain management, or even though if you don't have the knowledge of SAP. Okay, so if you have SAP knowledge, if you are working as an end user, you can forget about that. Okay, and you can run through my notes. Okay, and you can easily understand what I'm talking about in the classes. Okay, so I have arranged the course contents in a sequential manner. Okay, where you will be able to understand what I'm talking when I am taking the classes. So what I'm going to cover, what are the course contents, I'll share that with you. Okay, within few minutes. I mean, who should take up this course? Yeah, any graduate. Okay, any engineering graduate, or especially people from mechanical engineering, production engineering, okay, industrial engineering background, take up this course, because it very much correlates with their engineering knowledge of different materials. Okay, maintaining of materials and their specifications. Okay, because materials management has few things which are lined up with the materials, what they have to, what they are segregated into, or how they are segregated into. So that's where most of the people who are from mechanical engineering, industrial engineering, or production engineering background, they take up this course. Okay. Apart from that, if you are a commerce background, or commerce graduate, okay, or if you are from any other computer science related engineering graduate, then you can also take up this course. And if you are from mechanical, and if you are also doing your supply chain management, if you have already done the specialization in supply chain management, that would be really something giving you a leverage in your career. Okay, so these are the few overview insights of the course that we are going to cover. Okay, what is SAP MM, overview of it. Okay, and then coming to the organizational structure, we'll see what are the organizational structures that are involved in SAP MM alone. Okay, and as we are speaking about SAP MM, that is materials management, and what are the data master data available in the materials management. Okay, and the procurement cycle processes in the procurement. Okay, what are the step by step process, you already might be knowing, but still we will be going through each and every part of the materials management. Okay, that is procurement, inventory management. Then we have different types of invoice verifications. After you run up the cycle with the goods receipt, you will be getting insight what we are going to do exactly in invoice verification. Yeah, and then we have different special procurement processes, that is what we are going to also discuss. Okay, which will help you to leverage yourself as a consultant. Okay, and coming up, apart from that, physical inventory. Okay, pricing procedure in real time. Okay, account determination. Okay, batch management, which is supported by uh, materials management. Okay, that we will be discussing. Split valuation, which are not written here in this slide. Okay, those all will be discussed. Apart from that, we'll have a report session. Okay, so how to pull up the reports from the SAP. Okay, and how to quickly have some reports, that we will discuss by the end of the course. Okay, and how it is integrated with other modules like SD. okay, like FI, okay, like PP. Okay, we'll also discuss that. And to some extent, I mean, it's quick overview of warehouse management as well. And all the configurations, wherever there are configurations required, as you said, that you have to reach out to MDM team, what they will be doing, how they will be doing, and all those things will be learning in this course. Okay. Any doubts?
No, no, no. I don't have any.
Yeah. So as you know that this is the best available ERP in the market, the SAP. Okay. You know what is ERP, that is Enterprise Resource Planning. Okay. And which can be I mean, you can understand, I mean, how the SAP has got the market and coverage of the market. About 68 to 69% the market is covered by SAP ERP. Okay. Even though there are different lot of packages available in the market, like let's see, JD Edwards, Marshall, MS Dynamics, okay, Oracle, PeopleSoft, Ban, etc. There are different markets. There are different ERP packages, softwares available in the market, but still, due to the advantages of opting for SAP, has leveraged SAP to that extent where now SAP has become the market leader in ERP. Okay. So what are those? We'll discuss that later. So as you know that SAP runs on SAP now, which is running, I mean, worldwide is SAP R3, that is ECC 6.0, and EHP 7, that is the version of the SAP which is being used. And apart from, I mean, that has, I mean, also now, I mean, at present, I mean, people are, I mean, the industries are moving into SAP S4 HANA. Okay. Those, I mean, there are very few differences between SAP ECC and SAP HANA. Okay. Like, I mean, the database is being earlier the R3 used to have different database. Now it has its own, SAP has its own database called as HANA database. So it is running on HANA database, and there are few end user related screens which are uh, modified in order to make it look good. Okay, as you can see, if you have used SAP HANA, okay, you can understand that. But in the background, whatever does is it's all related to SAP R3. Okay, that is ECC. What you see right now. Okay, so it has different modules. Okay, here we are discussing about the modules within the SAP ECC. Here you can see there are a lot of different modules that are available. That is sales and distribution, MMPP, QM, PM, HR. Okay, there are different, and again there are different solutions also provided by SAP. Those are known as industry solution products. Okay, like what do you call retail, IS retail, IS utilities, IS oil and gas, IS mining, IS banking, real estate, okay, AFS. There are a lot of different industry solution products in SAP as well. Okay. And apart from that, yeah, what is SAP? SAP is nothing but systems, applications, and products, okay, in data processing. Next, yeah, here I have given you there are the different types of data in SAP. Okay, first is the organizational data. Okay, next is the master data, and the last one comes as transaction data. Okay, I have not mentioned here what is organizational data because we'll cover that in the enterprise structure, that is organizational structure of the MM. Okay, so we have our own organizational structure as a SAP MM consultant. We will be focusing on that. Okay, every module like HR, SD, FI have their own organizational structure. Okay, but anyhow they are interrelated, interconnected. So we'll see to some extent what different organization levels we have in SAP MM. Okay, so here it is how it looks like. Okay, you have client, then client, under client you have company code, different companies, and under different each company you have company codes. You have plants, and under plants you have storage locations, and for plant or company code, directly or indirectly, purchase organizations are set up. Okay, based on the client's requirement, based on the business requirement, how we are going to have that, we will see that in detail in our practical process. Okay, so what is client, what is company code, what is plant. All this I have maintained here and I have written here. But still, when we are doing the enterprise structure part, okay, we'll discuss that. Okay, so yeah, these are the master data, transactional data. Okay, these are the master data, material master, vendor master, purchasing info records, source list, quota arrangement. Okay, and apart from that, we have also service master record and batch master record that we will discuss separate in when we are doing those different scenarios. Okay, so altogether they are different topics. So at the time of batch management, at the time of service procurement, we will see service master and batch master. Okay. And coming to the transactional data, what are all the transactional data we have in procurement cycle, like purchase requisition, purchase RFQ, quotation, price comparison, then purchase order, then goods receipt, and different types of goods receipt, inventory management. Okay, that all we will be discussing. Okay. Next, so as you know that procurement cycle, procurement process contains different level of interaction with the master data. Okay, and then you have to run the procurement cycle based on the requirement. That is, if you want to have standard procurement cycle, okay, stock transport orders, transfer orders, okay, and again in the special procurement, if you have subcontracting, consignment, okay, and pipeline procurement, all that will be discussed in detail with test scenarios. Yeah, here it's the overview of procurement cycle, what is required on a daily basis in the company, inside the company, that would be raised as purchase requisition. Okay, you'll send those purchase requisitions in a standard process to different vendors as a RFQ. Okay, then once you receive the prices from the vendor, you'll be maintaining the quotations inside your SAP. And then once the vendor is selected, okay, once the prices are compared, okay, once the terms and conditions are discussed with the vendor, okay, and based on the vendor rating inside the company, okay, inside the business, whoever is running the business will have to process the purchase order. That is known as purchase order processing. Okay. And then once you order it, okay, you'll have the purchase order monitoring. Okay, once you receive the goods, you'll do the goods receipt, and based on the goods receipt and purchase orders, prices, quantities, based on it, invoice verification will be done, and then finance will process the payment. Okay, this is normal procurement cycle. Okay, so stock transfer orders. So there are different stock transfer orders that from one company to one company, sorry, so one plant to one plant, okay, inside one plant to one plant, or from one storage location to one storage location, okay, how the goods are being received and issued. We can see that in the stock transport transfer orders. Actually, they call it as stock transport orders. Okay. But when we are speaking, we say it as stock transfer orders. Okay. Subcontracting, okay, consignment, vendor consignment. Okay, so whenever you have consignment coming from the vendor in the bulk quantities, you will not be liable to pay to the vendor at the same time. Okay, at the same point, you will not be doing that. Okay, you have to process the purchase order. Okay, and then you will be paying only whatever you consume from the vendor's consignment. Okay, so we'll see that in the consignment process, consignment cycle. Yeah, there are different types of purchase organizations actually. So I have only mentioned here few type of few specific purchase organizations. That if you have purchase organization which is assigned to plant alone, that is known as plant specific purchase organization. But in detail, we'll be discussing all the 6 types of purchase organizations in SAP. Based on the business, you can have different types of purchase organizations. What are those? We'll see in detail when we are discussing the organizational structure. Yeah, this is plant specific cross plant purchase organization that would be assigned to two different plants of two different company codes. Okay, so what are company codes, what is client, what is company code, okay, what are plants, that all we'll discuss in when we are doing the practical classes. No inventory management. Okay, you have different types of inventories. Okay, goods receipt, goods issues. Okay, transfer postings, and then internal, that is internal movements of the goods. Okay, transfer posting and stock transfers, all those in the inventory management. And in the invoice verification, we have different types of transactions that we are going to do. Okay, as a consultant, as a SAP MM consultant, you are still uh, not authorized to work as a work inside the invoice verification, but still in the interviews, okay, to have more knowledge of the integration part between MM and FI. So this is included. So you will be going to learn all this uh, into the invoice, different types of invoices. Okay, how the delivery costs are mentioned. Okay, how they have to be triggered in the SAP when we are doing the purchase orders. Okay, when we are processing the purchase orders with respect to goods receipt based invoice verification will be done. Based on that, we'll be learning how the different invoices are there, what are the credit memo, debit memo, subsequent credit, subsequent debit, all those things will be learning in the invoice verification. Are you good?
Yeah, it's clear.
Coming part to the MRP, we have MRP that is specifically based on the MM. Okay, so PP has all over control for the MRP, but still, as we are integrated with the production planning, so we are going to learn the consumption based planning specifically inside the MRP. Okay, so what is reorder point planning? Okay, safety stock. Okay, what is safety stock? How to execute the MRP run? Okay, and how to analyze different types of we have specific MRP processes in SAP for consumption-based planning. That is for MM. When we do the procurement, how it has to be triggered, that we will see. Okay, altogether, this is a good what you call. If you are from mechanical engineering background, then you will understand how exactly this will be triggered. Okay, in real time, and you will have good knowledge of it once you do it. Physical inventory, yeah. Physical inventory is again checking the inventory, physical inventory in the warehouse, in the storage location, whatever is there, and you will compare that with the system stock, whatever there is in the system. We will do that. We'll check that. Okay. So how to do that? What are those processes? How you have to do? We'll see that in the physical inventory management. Yeah, pricing procedure again for international vendors, for domestic vendors, you'll have different set of pricing whenever you are creating a purchase order for a particular vendor, whether he is overseas vendor, okay, or an uh, domestic vendor. So how to do that? Okay, how the pricing is done. We'll see that with a sample, with an example. Okay, so we'll understand more about what is pricing procedure or condition records. What is condition? We call it as condition records or pricing procedure. Both are one and the same. Special processes in procurement. Yeah. So we are going to learn all these uh, special processes in MM. Okay, subcontracting, consignment. Okay, procurement of external services. Again, procurement of external services is nothing but service procurement. Okay, pipeline materials, third party. Okay, RTP materials, that is returnable transport packaging material, which comes under non-stock items. Okay, we will not stock them, but still, vendor will deliver those RTP materials and then he will take it back. Okay. Like in batch management, how this batch management is utilized in procurement, that we'll see, not based on the production planning. Okay, this is purely based on our MM part. So we'll be discussing based on what in batch management will do when we are running the procurement. Yeah, configuration part, obviously. So everything from master data, transactional data, what as a consultant you are supposed to do, how you are able to configure, what are the configurable items available in the MM. Okay, we will discuss that for sure. Okay. Yeah, obviously the integration part is the beautiful part of SAP. Okay, so how the each and every module is integrated with MM, we will discuss that as well. Okay. contains everything about the uh, structure we are going to see with the organizational structure, how it is linked to one department to other department. Okay, that we will be discussing as well. Yeah, any doubts, Dheeraj?
It's clear.
Yeah. So basically, from the third class, we will be having our practical sessions and the original syllabus which we are uh, going to begin with. We'll start with that. Okay. So second
Yeah.
session will also be somewhat theoretical and running through all the basic questions of what you all have in your mind that can be discussed. And then after that, we'll straight away start with the concepts that are there in the ML. Are we clear?
Yes, yes, yes. Clear.
Any doubts? Anything? Because this being an introductory class, so I will not be discussing much in this class. So have to have a good interaction with the student, and the trainer bonding is important all through the classes. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So any questions? You can straight
Oh,
away put now. Not relating to the training timings and everything.
okay.
So
Okay.
you can discuss anything if you would like to have about SAP. If you want to know about SAP or something about the MM or anything, because I don't think you will be having, but still I want to know if you have any.
But you were mentioning this invoice verification, right? So you will be teaching that two-way, three-way match, all those
Yes, yes,
things.
yes, yes, yes.
Uh,
Everything.
so because recently in our company they introduced that project.
Mhm.